Alright, welcome. So, we are back. Disclaimer, day trading is risky. Um, do not blindly follow me or anyone else. You will lose money doing that. So, just letting that be said. Um, Leading gappers today, BXRX. Good morning, Jonathan. Nice to see you here really early. So we have, let's see here, BXRX. Grom, also a nice gapper. I've taken 2 trades so far on BXRX, one on the break of 6 and one on this candle right here on this dip at 610. Made $15 on it so far. Let's see here. If I go here, there we go. Now my level 2 is fixed. Okay, about 3 minutes to the open. Let's see if there's anything else we have gapping. I'm done trading pre-market for the moment. Now we're just gonna get ready for the open. So we have FFIE from yesterday. Kept on going it kept on going all day long actually. So we stopped trading it at like 80 cents and it kept on going all the way up to 98 cents a share. Look at this. So we stopped trading it here and it kept on going. I have it on a side chart just in case it does want to squeeze above 1, because it hasn't really pulled back that much either. Another one I could possibly watch, let's see, PYPV. It's kind of sold off too much. Maybe it needs to get back above 150. I'll see if it's breaking high day on the high day scans. But for now, it doesn't really look that good. NVOS, very low price. We'll see if this breaks over highs. And where's this pivot? This pivot is at 21. Okay. 21 is the pivot. 22.75. Alright, so we have NVOS marked out. INBS from yesterday. It's actually broken yesterday's high. Yesterday's high was 60, 160, and then high of the pre-market is 174. Okay. I'm actually gonna edit this one, make it blue, because that is a daily level. Don't want to confuse it. Alright. Got about 5 seconds to the open here. Anything else worth watching? BIAF? No. AXLA? No. PYPD. Okay, so we have pretty big range on this one, on BXRX. So there's a 40 cent, 50 cent candle right here. So you gotta be careful on this next candle. It looks like it's gonna break 26, we'll get in. Oh, we missed it. Buying the dip here at 23. Dip here at 95. Okay, so we're in at 95. Watching it back over 20. Over 20 will add. Adding at 21, 19. Watching this back over 40. Back over 20. See, is he actually going to get above 20 again? Watching that 20, if it's going to break. Cutting at break even. So it's low, low ups, 580, 570, 60. So it's getting low and lower. Selling off for now. We'll watch a bounce off 550. Watching FFIE for a red to green. Watching breakout 87 on FFIE. There's 87, 60. High of 90 on the day. Buyers at 87. Hopping back in. Watching break at 80, 88. There's 89. Can we get that 90 level break? Buyers at 88. Watching 88.50 break. Watch 89 here. Watching 89 here. It's getting closer. Seller at 88, 50, 90, 95. There's 89.50. Watching 90 here. Red to green move. Watching 89.50. Cutting at break even. Starter size 89. It's holding 89 right now. Can we break through 89? Cutting the rest of it for now. Waiting for it to have that pullback, then we can look for the breakthrough 90. BXRX is also curling back up. Looks like it's fading off some more. Big buyers at 80. Big sellers at 88. Watching break a 6 here on BXRX. Out at 604. Nice small trade there. Back in for break a 6 again. And at 95. Watching 95. Can we get 6 on the tape? Cutting at 88. Oh, GMK. No. TRKA. No. Maybe no. Okay, GNS. Over Fort Power 350. I at 55. Cutting it for now, 1 second. FFIE is looking good now, actually. For that break of 89. Volume's died off, but we need to see some volume coming at 88 here. Watch 89, there's 89.50. Okay, watch the volume at 89.50. Need to see some volume increase at 89.50 for an ad through 90. So watching that seller at 89.50. There's 45. Can we get 50? 40 on the ask, or 40 on the bids. There's 70, there's 89.90. Watching break at 89 here. There's 91. Watch 92. Bailing on the rest of it. Oof, oof. Okay, getting a starter back in for break of 91. Need to do some buying at 90.37. Watch 91. And at 91, got a nice position in. Watching 92 here. Watching 92 here, 91.60, 70. There's 92. Can we get the breakthrough 92? Cutting it. Now getting back in as that buyer holds at 91.60. Watching 91.60. Not holding. Out at 91.60. Upping my share size as we get close to that high day breakout. Watching 92 here. Buyers at 91. BXRX halted up. Buyers at 91. 91.20. There's 91.50. Sellers at 91.50 as well. Gonna cut it for now. So it red to greened all the way back to its highs. BXRX. Starter at 91. Cutting it. Piling in because there's a huge buyer at 91. Watching 92 break here. Watching 92. Adding at 92. Watch 93. Watch 93. Can we hold 93 here? There's 92.70. Taking some off at 92.70. The rest out at 92.40. Watching 93 here. Is it gonna hold up? Piling in here for the break of 93. Watching break of 93 here. 93.40. Out at 93. Watching BXRX resumption. Over 70. Watching 70 here. There's 79. Watch 80. There's 89. Out at 86. Nice trade. Okay, we hit 93.50 there on FFIE. Buyers at 93. Getting my starter position here. Okay, got my full size in here for the break of 93.50 and 94. Watch 94. Taking the whole thing off. Waiting for that break of 94. Are we gonna get it? Starter in here 93.60. Watching 93.59. There's 93.90. Adding for the break of 4. There's 4 sellers at 4. We're breaking. There's 94.40 or 94.50. Gonna pull my order. Let it break out a little bit more and then we'll sell. Sell into strength. Buyers popping up at 94.50. Watching, is it gonna hold? There's 95. Adding back at 95, watching this break here. Cutting it. Okay, so watching 95 for that breakout. $94.60 is where we're in on a starter. Watching 95 break here. There's 96. Taking it off. Getting back in for 96 break. Out there, 96.17. Bad exit there. Watching 96 here, 97. Watching 97. Big sellers coming in, cutting the trade. Ah, it breaks anyway. Big buyers at 97. Watching 98 now. There's 99. Watch break of $1. Watching this break of $1. Cutting it. Don't want to see that kind of move. Okay, so hopping back in here at 99. If it's going to hold 99, I'm going to get in. Big buyers there at 99. Piling in here. Watching break of 1. There's 101. Can we get more higher? Higher here. Higher here. Watch the break of 101. Break of 101 here. Come on. We're in huge size. Ah. Back in at 1. We're getting stopped out. Watching 101 break. We need to see that 101 level break. Watch 102, 103. Can we get 103 here? There's 103. Can we get 104? Out the rest at 102. Okay, so it's stopping out of here at 103. Watching 103 for green. Loading up at 103. Looks like it's going to break. Watch 104. 105. Getting out, break even. Starter here at 103.70. Watching 104, 105. Making sure that 104 Spire stays. Okay, watching 105 sellers. Big buyer at 104. Adding to my position at 105. Can we get that break of 105 here? Huge buyers. It's a standoff right now between 104 and 105. And on the sell button in case I need it. Okay. Still hanging out here. Watching 105. Can I get that break? 105 is thinning out. 105. It's not looking good now. Cutting at 104. Sellers at 105 are getting too big. Yeah, they're huge now. Okay. So huge sellers at 105. We might have to wait for a pullback to 1. There goes GNS, break a 70. Watching break a 90 on GNS. And at 84. Watching 85 break. Cutting at 81. Took a 1 cent gain on GNS there. And at 87 out of 88. I tried selling at 93, but by the time I sold it was at 88 again. Good morning, Dolce. Looks like GNS is starting to go. Still keeping an eye on the FFIE level 2 to see if it thins out a little bit. Watching break of 5 on GNS. Careful here. Out at 92. Cutting it. My chart was frozen there for a second on GNS. The level 2 wasn't, but the chart was. Was weird. Yeah, GNS has been in play for like the past week almost, like three or 4 days. I think I like 90 here. Gonna get a starter here. Watching that break of 5. So there's 5. Can we get the break? Watching this for the pop. Sellers there at 5, but they're thinning. Watching 503, 505. So we went through the seller, but we're not breaking the seller. We'll give it one more try to break 5. Okay, adding to the position, watching break of 5. Should get that break because we broke down the seller quite a lot. Unless I'm missing something. Watching 95, 97. Watching 97. There's 98, 99. Watch 5 break here. 507. Order at 508. Got filled 200 shares. Got filled the rest at 508. There it goes 514. Okay, we'll take that. Now we're green on GNS. That was like a $70 trade almost. Wow, it keeps going. Look at that. 17. Dip trade. Oh, I got filled high. Watch 17 break here. 20. Out at 20. Took it off early because I was in high. Watching break at 26. High day. At 25. Oof. Bad exit. Might have just exited too early. We'll see. Yeah, BXRX is tangoing with the view up right now. I see that. Okay, so we're hitting 1 on FIE. Big sellers at 101. Do we get the break of the whole dollar here? There we go, back in the sub $1 territory. We'll see if we can maybe buy up some shares here when it gets back above 1. Just waiting a second here for it to find its low. Starter at 97. Okay. Adding at 97.50. Waiting for a moment before I add more. Can I reclaim 98 here? If we can, I gotta cut it. Watching the reclaim of 98. Adding at 99 or 97.70. Watching 98. There's 98. Okay. It's looking good for a break back over 1. 99. There's 98 by 99. 98.50. 98. Cutting it. 98. Sellers at 98.03. Are we gonna hold 98 buyers though? No, I'm gonna cut it for now. Sorry guys, I'll get caught up on chat when I'm in like a lull where there's no trades. Right now I want to stay focused. In here for a dip trade on GNS. Watching 505. 510 maybe. Taking some off at 508, watching 515. Maybe possibly 520 here. 517, there's 18. Nice pop. Out at 18. Back in for the break of 20. Watching 20 break. $16 on the ask. Gonna cut it. Okay, so I don't like that topping tail wick on GNS. FFIE breaking down towards VWAP. Does it break VWAP here? Was the selling pressure too much above 1? Yes, it does. Alright, for now, I'll move FFIE onto a side chart while I investigate other potential gappers. BIAF. HLBZ was a gapper the other day. Ooh, HLBZ is going. Start with 2000. And at 52, watching 53. 55 high a day. Watching 53 here. Watch 53. There are some sellers at 53, watching closely. It's breaking. Watching 54 here. 54, there are some sellers. Can we break though? Okay, watching 54 here. Selling out because it's 53 is breaking. Okay, getting a starter at 52.60. Can we get back over 53 here? Looks like a good micro pullback on the 1 minute. 5 minute chart looks good too. So over 53. Okay, got a nice position down here at 52.70. Now watching break of 54. Break of 54 here, there's 54.50. Now watch break of 55. High a day. Huge sellers there, but are we going to get filled? Okay, it's coming down with some gumption. Gonna get out 53.50. Okay, are the 53 buyers gonna hold? So there are some huge sellers at 55. Let me get FFIE pulled up on this screen too, because it actually is going back up a little bit. Okay. Buyers at 52, but they're not holding HLBC. Okay, watching 98 on FFIE. 98's the spot to watch. Watching 90 or 53 HLBZ. Okay. Watch 54. Watching 54 here on HLBZ. Cutting it as it tends to come down. If it holds 93, we can get in here lower. Now watching 94 break here. 94.50. Trying to take some off. No luck with that. $54.50 is the spot to watch for the next breakout. Trying to take some off at 48. No fill. Out at 53.30. Took a loss on that a little bit. Okay, watching 54. Back over 54. 54.50. No, are we not going to get the break? Cutting at 53.70. Okay, so in at 54. So 54.50 is proving to be difficult to break. We still have those sellers at 55. So watching 54.50 for the break. There's the break. Okay, watch 55 here. Watching for the break of 55. Is it gonna break? It's thinning out, it's thinning out. Thinned out, but then it didn't break. Took a loss on that. Waiting for the low to appear. Once it puts in its low, I can get in for a nice dip trade. And here at 50.60, watching 51. Gotta get back above 51 here. There's 51.50. Watch 52. Watch 52 here. Getting out as it comes up to 52, 52.50. Getting out the rest at 52, 52.20. There's 53. I have 54 on this candle. Cutting at break even. Rom might be looking to break its initial open, 325. Watching is if we get some volume increase at 309. Watching Grom here, 309. Needs a little bit more volume on this candle. Buyer at 3. Gonna get in at 301 if I can. And if it breaks 3, if it looks like it's gonna break 3, then we'll get out. But right now we only have a 1 cent risk. I'm totally fine with that. $0.01 risk for 10 cent gain. Very nice if we can get it. Should have taken 500 shares actually, not 300. Okay, so we got 304 there. We're watching this for 310. There's 305. HLBZ watching in the corner of my eye. Gonna cut Grom because I feel like I want to focus on HLBZ first. Watching that break of 83 or 53. Starter at 52. Gonna be looking for an ad through 53. Look at that, Grom actually went. So I had a good position. Probably a $30 profit if I actually held on to it. So 24 is the 324 is where the open is. FFIE, it's popping up. 99 is the high of that previous candle. Watching 98. Some sellers at 99. Starter size at 98. There's 98.50. Buyers at 98.30. Sellers 98.30. Watch 99 here. Watch break at 99. There's 99.70. Watch 99.90 break. Watch 99.70 here. Some sellers at 99.70. Taking some up at 99.69. Adding at 99.90. Watching 101. Taking some off at 101. Watch 102. High of 105. Watching 101. Getting out at 1 and 101. So we hit some resistance at 101 just like last time. Okay, so can we get back above 1 here, the whole dollar? Starter at 99.17. Below 99 is the cut spot. Watching those sellers at 99.50, 99.70, and 991. I'm gonna go ahead and add here as we have some buyers at 93, 99.30. Watching one break. Watch 101 here. 101 thinning out. Watch 102. Cutting the rest of it at 101. Adding back some at 101. Cutting it 1. It's a pretty good day, I can tell you that. I'm glad I had FFIE on watch for continuation. And at 101. This FFIE was not on the gap scanner today, it was only on continuation. But I noticed yesterday that it kept on grading up, so it was very close to the whole dollar of one. Adding here at 102. Watching 102 for the break. High at day 105. We still have room to 105. Okay. Watching 101. There's 102. Big sellers at 102. Could sell for break even right here. Taking off most of it break even, actually all of it break even. Took a $20 loss. Okay, so this one, the volume's dying off. I'll have to wait till we get some increased volume going into the break of 102. So until we get increased volume, it's not going to break 102. So I'm not going to keep on trying to buy it. Okay. Volume is increasing on this candle compared to the last. Still pretty low volume. So it's still light volume, but it is increasing. Let's see. So it's slowing down a little bit. 49 on HLBZ. Let's see, hit a high of 49.50. $48.50, $49.50. Watching 101 on FFIE. $49 on HLBZ. Watching big seller at $48.90. Watching that big seller. Can we get through it? $48.90. Adding as we look at 49. Watching 49 and 49.50. There's 49.30. Taking half off. Adding back as that seller gets bought through. Watching 49.50. Break at 49.90 and 50 flat. Watching break at 50 here. Taking some off. Cutting the rest of it. Okay, watching break at 50 now. Starter 49.50. We'll look to add at the break of 50. Adding, there's 50.50. No follow through. Can we get back above 50 or no? Back above 50, there's 50.50. Got some build at 50.48 on the exit. Cutting the rest of it at 50.20. So we got a flush on FFIE. We couldn't break that seller at 101. This is the kind of flush you don't really want to buy into. It's straight down, and you can't really tell where the bottom is. So FFIE, I'll put on a side chart for now, but it's looking a little bit done. GNS curling up, 520, just broke 520 up to 530. In here, 520 on the dip. Can we get back above 520? There's 522. Watching 530 here. Okay, there's 26. There's 29, watching 30 here. Added 100 shares. Or just sell 100 shares at 30. Careful up here. Watching 23. Watching break of 50 on HLBZ. There's 50-20. on the ask. Cutting the GNS trade for small loss, 2-cent loss. Watching 50-50, breakout on HLBC. 50-56 was the high of the previous move. There's 50-56, can we get the break, or is there a hidden seller there? Taking some off, waiting for the break of 50-56. Okay, there's 50-70, got the break. Adding at 50-70, watching the break up to 51. Watching 50-56, nope, back below 50. 50 on the ask. And gotta cut it. Sergey, wow, the first time I found your channel, you were pointlessly averaging down. Now you have a decent strategy with stable results. Yep. So let's see here, 1 second. 50-50. Yeah, you were probably finding my channel back in mid to early 2020. Mid to early 2022 is when I was still trying to figure things out. In the later half of 2022 is when I started to finally get it down. Or the last quarter of 2022, actually. From November till now. Watching 51 here. Can I break over 50, 89, or 85? Big buyers at 50, so I'm not worried right now. Adding to position as we have those big buyers at 50. Watching 50-85. So still big buyer at 50. Watching break at 51. Added there for the break. Taking some off as it breaks. Now watching 51.50. Okay. 51.40 is the high. Adding back for 51.50 break. 51.70. Watching 52 now. Dropping down. It's dropping. Cutting at 50.40. So that probably was a loser after that drop. Sergey, what changed? I kind of really leaned into my strength, and my strength right now is trading sub $2 stocks. So you'll notice even though GNS has made a nice move, I've only taken a few trades on it. I'm only up 38 bucks on it. It's a bit higher priced for me, even though it's only $5. My bread and butter, FFIE, I'm up 1.1 grand on it. On this move through $1. And then HLBZ is also treated me nicely. But I found out, I mean, like, I basically shift my focus to leaning into these sub $2 stocks. And my risk management is a lot better now. I'm cutting everything before it even gets close to a big red trade. basically managing my P&L on the day as well. So following max loss. Um, so my red days are kind of cut at a certain amount, and my green days can go for as long as they can, which makes it to where a red day doesn't affect me as much as it did before. A red day before would be like me averaging down, and then I'd get this huge loss, adding here at 99 on FFIE. I'd get these huge losses, and they would wipe out months or weeks of progress, and I just stopped averaging down. Saw that I would never be profitable if I kept on doing that, so I quit that, and let's see here, 90, 98. Gotta cut it here. It's bouncing off 98 for now, but I think it's gonna break, so I cut it. Does it really not break 98 there? Nah, it should. It should, right? Huh. I guess the seller pulled his order. There was a seller at 98, like 20. But yeah, a combination of leaning into my best strategy, my best price type, pair that with the risk management improvement, and those two things led me to be small green in November and December of 2022. And January this month, I decided to 5 times my size, and so far everything's been going great. Next month we're gonna double again, as long as this month ends nicely in the green. We're gonna be upping our size next month as well. Watching 5150 on HLBZ. Hmm. Starter on HLBZ. Gonna cut it break even for now. FFIE over 99. Watching 5150 HLBZ. Cutting it for now. It doesn't really feel like it's going just yet. FFIE bigger picture, it's kind of flagging downwards towards VWAP. I'll go ahead and mark it out on the 5-minute chart. Let's see. I'll use this pivot here. Yeah, we're getting this big picture flag. And at 49.50 on HLPC. Watching this back over 50. There's 50-50. Can we get higher than 50-50? Where is that 51? Or 50-10? So watching 50-50 here. Can I cut it for now? At 50-20. Oh my, I'm missing this entire move on PIF. Watching 290 break here. There's 93, out at 90. And they're at 83, watching 90. There's 86 on the ask. 88. Seller at 86. 75, 77. Seller at 80. There's 83, 4, 5. Watching this back through 90. Adding at 90 for the break, watching 93, 95, there's 96, 99, there's 3. Okay, watching 94, 95. Now watching break of 3. Break of 3 here. Nope. One more time. Watching break of 3. There's 97, 98, 99. Watching 3 here. $95. Nope, cutting it. So break even on the stock so far. Dip trade 94 or 84. Seller at 90. Cutting at 82. It's going red. And of course, as soon as I switch focus, FFIE breaks out to 102. So big sellers at 102. We are breaking a little bit. Big buyers coming in. Stacking in at 101.50 here on FFIE. Can we get that break of 102? We have that flag breaking on the 5-minute chart. If we break 102 here, we get 105. Just watching closely here. Watching bid size versus ask size. Right now the ask size is bigger, but it's thinning out. There is some buying pressure. Green orders going through. Can we see 102 break here? Is it finally going to break that 102 area? Just watching for now. Volume decreasing on this bar. Asset size is getting bigger, which is concerning. Watching closely, making sure that neither side budges. Okay. Trade might be dead. Probably have to cut it soon. Waiting just for a second here. Is 102 gonna break? Lots of green going through. There's 103, 4. Watch 5, 105. Cutting at 103 for now. Taking the win. So sellers at 104, high day 105. I kind of want to be in for the high day break. I'm just not sure when it's going to happen. So watching 104, the sellers are getting bigger. Watching 104 here. It's a perfect flag breakout on the 5-minute chart. If I do take the break of 105, I'm going to have to take it with small size. So starter there. Waiting. I want to see it hold 103 first. Okay. 104 keeps getting bigger. So 100,000 shares on the, let's see, 104. Yeah, 131,000 shares on the ask right now. Just waiting. Just a little bit longer. If we don't get the break here, I'll switch back to BIAF focus. Cutting it at 103. $15 loss. BIAF over 3. In here at 3, watch 305. Out at 305. Now we have to watch 310 for the next rip to 315. Back in here at 304, watching 310. Out at 310 if we get the 308, 309. It's failing, out at 95. Looks like it came back up to 104 on FFIE with some big buyers now supporting it. So maybe we take a trade here. It's it's 1500, 1400 versus 2000. If I slim this down, there we go. Now I can see it here. Now I can see it more easily on the ladder. I got filled at 104.70. Okay, we'll see if 105 wants to break. Got a kind of high fill on my enter. Tried buying 104, got filled at 105 almost. It's breaking 105 actually, there's 106. Trying to get some more out of 105. Okay, watching 106. So high a day break there, up to 107. There's 7. It's a little bit thinner up here actually. Now that we broke out over the high day, it's a bit thinner up here, which is good. Got some out at 107, adding back in, 108. Getting some out at 108. Watching 109 as we continue to squeeze higher. You should just start to see some acceleration towards 110. Ah, I biffed it. I was trying to add at 109, but it already moved to 110. Then I got sold at 108. Oh well. Watching 110 now, that big seller at 110. Can we break through? Once we get into the 10s, we should start to see some acceleration. So I'm excited for this. Watching 110. Starter 109. Watching the seller at 110. Watching 110 here. Buyers are getting bigger. So watching these two numbers here, 740 and 1100. The green one gets bigger and the red one gets smaller, that's when we're buying. If it's the opposite, then we sell. So watching 1300 come down, 1400. Bids are getting bigger. They do not want to give up 109. Volume is decreasing for now as we hit this chokehold. So 130,000 shares versus 200,000 shares. It's really thick. Let's see here. Which side is gonna budge first? Huge buyer, huge seller coming in at 110, but it didn't do anything just yet. Didn't do anything to the price just yet. There's the high day break on BIF, almost. There it is. So we missed that. And at 27, watching 35. 37, this could go into a halt up, BIF. So watching this for a halt up. Cutting it for now. Can look for a re-entry. Back in here at 30, watching 37 for the breakout. Watching 37. Cutting at 27. Back in at 30, watching 37 again. This time we get the break. There's 45. Out at 45. Nice win there. Back in at 40. Can we get 45 again? Add there at 31. Watching 37 and 40. Taking some off at 34, break even. Small loss. Playing it safe. Look to add back over 40. Watching 35 on BIAF. No, it's losing 30. Cutting it. Out at 31. High of 39, low of 29. 27. So for FFIE, I think I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm cutting it. 109 out. So we're just getting this increase in selling here, and then it's just flatlining. There's nothing there. So we're flatlining on FFIE. Gonna go ahead and put it on a side chart again. Let's see, HLBZ, are you doing anything? Let's get you on a side chart as well. Don't know why I didn't already have you there. HLBZ over 50. Volume's increasing on this candle. But there are some sellers there at 50. Okay. Watching 340 on BIAF, and then 50 on HLBZ. Okay, 340's failing on BIAF for now. Have to wait and see if it holds up. It's a bit of a weak candle this last minute. Watching 37, 40. And for the break of 40. If we don't get it right away, I'm gonna have to cut it. Cutting it, 33. Break even trade. Okay, there's 31, 27. 9 EMAs at 22, so if we get a dip to 22, I'll take it. There's 24, 23. It's a bit of a slower dip, so that's why I'm hesitating. And at 30. Don't think I like this entry actually. Might cut it break even or small loss. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it at 27. I didn't like the entry. Like the second I got in, I knew it was the wrong decision. So watching the seller at 94, 90 or 49.50 HLBC. And at 49.40, watching 49.50. Watch 49.70. There's 49.80, watch 50 here. So adding at 49.90, watching 50. Huge flush on BIAF, no good. So watching 50 on HLBZ. Watching. Take off half at 50.20, watching 50.50. Took some more off at 50.50. Okay, pivot is at 51.70. Gonna take the rest off for now. But the pivot is at 51.73. Gonna go ahead and draw that out. 51.73 followed by 55.40. It's a big seller there at 50.12. Good news on BIAF, even though we did get that false breakout flush, it didn't break 3, so it held the whole dollar. Okay. It's been a long day so far. I guess it's already 8 o'clock. Time is flying. IOVA, PXMD, all low volume, GNS. XRX. All right. HLPZ failing to break 50. I might have to call it soon. I guess we're not going to break that 2,000 mark. So FFIE has pulled back just a little bit, stair stepping down with those big sellers. And above 1, it's getting a bit too crowded. So there are some sub-dollar stocks that when they break 1, they just start ripping up into halts. And the reason for that is because below $1 a share, stocks, the spread can be 1/1000th of a penny. So you have like 99.98 by 99.99. And so that's why under a dollar, it moves by 1 penny, but it'll move, and it'll go through all those sub pennies as well. But over a dollar, after a stock gets above a dollar, it can only go by penny increments at the minimum. So you see the spread here is 107 by 108. And usually what happens is after a stock breaks from 99.99 to $1, so 0.9999 all the way up to $1, we'll get a breakout of a couple cents because it's so used to having to fight for every single penny. But now every penny comes pretty easily. So that's why when we broke 1, we went all the way up to 105. So that's what you're looking for on those break of $1. You're looking for that curling up to the 99 level, and then once we're getting close to 1, you want to load in because you're expected to get a couple cents out of that trade as it breaks 1. And so usually what happens is these sub $1 stocks, when they break 1, they get these 5 to 10 cent breakouts up to 105, 110. But this one got that breakout, but instantly retraced it and has been kind of just fighting for that breakout again. We got the breakout again here, but then we went flat for like 10 minutes. And so this one is pretty crowded when it's getting above these $1 levels. Whereas, let's see, stock like maybe like, is Cosm still in play? From a couple, actually no. This one was sub penny not too long ago. Let's see. A good example of it. No, I don't. Okay. But yeah, I guess FFIEs are the best example for now. But so sometimes a stock just like FFIE, but not FFIE, would break $1, shoot up to 110, 111, 115, halt up, resume at 118, and then from there keep going higher to 125, and you get this huge curl on that break of $1 all the way up to like 130, 140, and that's what you're looking for on these $1 stocks, these sub $1. When they get close to 1, you're looking for a great move into a halt. We didn't get that on FFIE, but we still were able to make a lot of decent money on this move from 89 to 105. But yeah, so that's what you're looking for on those breaks of $1. And you're basically taking on more risk than you would normally be able to on a $1 stock, because on a normal $1 stock, you're expected to have like a range of 10 cents, and so you might not want to put 1,000 shares or 1,000 shares down because you'll lose $100. But on a 99-cent stock, putting 1,000 shares down, you're only going to lose a penny if it drops on you, like down to 99 from 99.99. So if you get in at 1 and it drops to 99, you're only losing a penny, so you're only losing $10. So you're risking $10, but your reward could be 50, $100. If you see what I'm getting at. FFIE, it looks like it's curling back up to 110, but I don't think we can break those sellers at 110. You know what, if we look like we're going to break 109, I'll get a starter at 109 so I can sell flat at 109 if we do get to 110. But only if we're going to break to 110. So we'll see if it wants to break 109 here. I'd like to get a position at 109. so that if we don't break 110, I can sell at 109 on the bid. So watching 109 break. Okay. Watching 109. This is probably like my last trade of the day. If we do get the break. So watching closely here. So it's pretty even between the bid and the ask size right now. We would need to see some good volume on the green side to get through that ask. BIAF is curling back up. Don't exactly trust it after that drop. So volume is decreasing on FFIE as well. So I don't like the volume decreasing into the breakout level. You typically want to see an increasing volume as the breakout occurs. But right now we're getting almost no volume. Which means that I mean, it could mean that no one's watching it, or it could mean that a bunch of people are waiting for the breakout. So in there at 109. Watching 110. I do have my order to sell at 109 ready if we're not going to break 110. So let's see. Looks like it's breaking 110 for now. Look, yep, looks like it's good. Watch 112. Watching 112. Order sitting at 112, ready to go. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull it and go 113. We'll see if it wants to extend here to 113, 115. So watch 112 here. There's 112. I'm gonna actually flatten it 115 or 111.50. Back in here. Looking for 112 to break. Okay, there we go. Watch 113. They're getting some extension here. Last time we broke out the high a day, we got 5 cents of extension, then we stopped. So we'll see if we get up to 115 here, and then stop. Watching 113. Watching 114. Okay, 113 is proving difficult to break. Watching 113 break here, it's thinning out a little bit. Watching it thin out. Cutting it at 12. Was able to get out at 12 before the flush. Saw the orders getting pulled. Red on the tape, and the speed of the tape was also increasing. So we got that flush to 110. There's 111, 112. Back in here, some 11. Back out at 12. Watching to see if 12 wants to break. So we have standoff at between 112 and 111 now. But we do have a pattern forming for a bull flag. So that might help as well for buyers getting in. I'll be looking to add at 12. We do see some increase in volume. Buyers coming in. Cutting this for now at 111. High of 29. Watching 30 here. On BIAF, watching 30. Watching 29.30. Break of 30, watch 36, 37. Order to sell some half at 5, 35. Took some off at 31. Rest out at 31. Watching 35. Watch the break at 35 here, 37, 40. Took it off at 39. Watching 40 now. Sellers at 40. Gotta wait for a second. Gotta try and sell this position for a small loss at 38. Cancel that order. Back in at 35, watching 37. Cutting at 32. Watching 40 break. Out at 42. There goes 49. High is 350. Last time we got there, we flushed, so be careful here. Starter at 40. Watching 49. Watching the break at 50. We're gonna flatten as soon as it breaks because I don't want to get caught in a flush. Watching 50 break. There's 50. Out at 58. Nice exit. Very nice exit. Okay. It's breaking higher. This is better than last time with the false breakout last time. Maybe it goes into a halt here. In there at 61, watching 70. Watching 70. Added at 62. Careful. Out at 57 here. Darn it, flushed me out. And then it's going to go to 70 here. Watching 66, 68, 70. Cutting at 58. Okay, low of 52 on this candle. High of 68. So FFIE is pulsing, it's flushing down. Watching 70 break here on BIF. Watching 70 and at 65. Watch 70 break out there at 70 and 71. There's the false break. Is it gonna hold 50 here? Call it a day? I could call it a day. I've been thinking about it, but I'm still, yeah, the day is still getting pushed higher. It's not like I've had a drop yet in P&L. I'll call it if I go back below 2000. Or if BIF gives me any reason to start questioning it. So if BIF starts going below these EMAs, I guess I could call it. So 60, 63, 74 is the high. Is there anything pre-market? No, this is the high of day. Okay, 65 and 55 is this candle. High and low. So sellers at 65. In here for break of 70. Watching 69. Watching 70. 75 here. No, not yet. Watching 69. Cutting it at 62. And we'll call it a day there. So get back 70. 70 off the top, 80 off the top. Darn, I thought I was gonna go there. I went and hit 73. High day was 74. Might have just been a little bit too early. Here it goes, watch. Okay, so it's starting to pump fake. Maybe it goes here, 73. Hands are off the buy button. But yeah, it's starting to pump fake the high day, so I don't want to catch a bunch of losses trying to catch the high day break. Gonna go ahead and export these trades, call it a day. Very, very nice green day. Yeah, that I almost made my rent within one day. That is awesome. That's insane. Okay, importing the trades here. This will put us at 5,000 on the month, I believe. Refresh status. Let's see here. Calendar. 96 trades a day, so good. Good amount of trades. Detailed. Yep, over 5,000 on the month. Wow. Jesus, what about just today? Low accuracy, but that, whoa, look at that profit loss ratio today. Wow. We made some money on $2 to $10 stocks. That's good. So right now, I'm noticing that, like, if I go to this month, we have 5,200 in profits, right? 5,100 of it comes from under $2 stocks, which is good. It means I know my niche. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm bad at. The only problem is, this will eventually not scale. Like, I can't really scale under $2 stocks. So, I'm gonna have to eventually get good at these other price values. Doesn't have to be right now, but maybe towards halfway through the year, I need to start getting good at those $2 to $10 stocks. Which is why I'm practicing them on days where I'm up a lot. That's why I was trading BIAF. I was trading BIAF because I wanted to see how breakouts occur on like $2 to $5 stocks. Hase, make a Discord. I'll think about it. I have to figure out how I would do that. And then like figure out how to do all the mod permissions and all that. And then I have to decide whether or not it would be like, because I don't personally look at Discord while I'm trading. It's a distraction. I'm already in some Discord servers like the Trading Farmer and Relentless Trader. I'm in their Discord servers, but I don't ever talk with them while I'm trading. So I'd have to see how I'd make it work. But I'll think about it, Hase. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I've got the money now. I see what you're saying, Sergey. Like throw out some publicity and then a link to the Discord. See, I'm gonna go ahead and get these charts off the screen so I don't get tempted into anything. Look like this. How can I start day trading, Hase? I would say, first step is to start waking up in the morning for the markets, whether you're in the East Coast, West Coast. Get up an hour before the markets open. Brush your teeth, get all your morning stuff done, and then sit down 30 minutes before the market opens and start marking up charts. Mark up the high a day of the pre-market, and the ones you want to find, the stocks you want to trade, they come directly off your gap scanner. So if I go and I take this, these are the scanners I use during the day when my chart watcher, you can see here, my chart watchers, you only get 45 minutes with your custom scanners. And so I don't really want to upgrade to the pro plan. to get unlimited time, but your chart watchers you use to get your gap scanner right here. So what's it's called? What was the one we traded today? FFIE. FFIE. Where is it? I guess it wasn't. It was a continuation stock, but HLBZ came directly off my high a day scanner. Um, what else? Uh, BIAF came directly off the gap scanner right here, up 15% at the beginning of the day. And so you take these gap scanners and you just look, you plug the stock in. So if I go gap scanner is, let's see here. Can I see? No, one second. Let's see. BXRX is the leading gapper today. BXRX. So you go and you zoom out and you go into the pre-market chart and you mark up the high pre-market. The high pre-market was right here, 625. And you mark up a spot where we hit a previous high and hit some resistance. So 550 was there, pre-market pivot. And then you see when we came back down to 550, it actually held multiple times. So you'll see here on BXRF, 550 was a support level from previous resistance. When you break resistance, it can become support. So here we touch 550 again. And then here we're breaking up to 625. So you want to start marking up your charts with high levels and pivot levels in the pre-market charts of your gap scanner. So another one that was gapping today was, let's see, Grom. Grom was gapping today. And here I have, so Grom was gapping. We have a high of 422 marked out. We have a pivot of $4. Then we have another pivot here at 380. And your pivots are just areas below the high a day where you're getting these resistance areas. So it's not breaking above 4 right now, and actually came back down, sold off some more. So 4 is a resistance. It comes back up to attempt to break 4. It doesn't get past 380. Now 380 is resistance. So that's how you mark up your resistance levels. I don't really care too much about marking up support levels. I only do it when it's like very, very clear, like, hey, on BXRX we had support at 550 because we touched it after breaking it out, and we touched it again here during market hours. So 449 here on Grom, that's actually a daily level. That's a daily level right here at 449. If I go over here and go to the daily, and let's see here. I guess it doesn't really show well on this chart. But yeah, so the way you get into this is you have to start marking up charts with high a day levels. High day levels, pre-market pivots, daily breakouts. So you could research that, what a daily breakout is. And then once you have your charts marked up, instead of actually placing any trades for the first couple of, maybe like first 2 weeks, just sit and watch how those stocks react to those levels. And you'll start to notice, hey, the level 2 or the time in sales is getting faster and faster when we get closer to that breakout level. Or the volume is increasing. More people are getting in when we're getting closer. Or more people are selling when we're getting closer. Maybe the resistance line is holding and people do not want to go above it. So you're just seeing how the stock reacts to those resistance levels. And then after you start noticing some of these patterns, and a lot of day trading is all about pattern recognition. Pattern recognition and quick decision making. So reacting to a pattern that you see on the dot and reacting to it accordingly will help you become a better day trader. So first 2 weeks you want to start just marking up charts and um, looking at how the stocks react to those lines, those price areas. And then once you start noticing these things, you can look at there's plenty of free videos by Warrior Trading from his earlier days where he has like how to day trade. He'll give you some of his patterns. There's also a lot of pattern spreadsheets online. I think I showed you or another person this on another stream this week. But you just type in stock market patterns or stock market day trading patterns. You go to images. So you go to images and you'll just get these let's see, this isn't a good one, but so let's see. You want to look for bullish day trading patterns. And you'll start to see some of these patterns like here's one with candlesticks. But it's blurry. Anyways, basically look up for some trading patterns. Some good ones are the bullish flag, bullish pennant, falling wedges. So a lot of these consolidation patterns where it breaks out a couple minutes later, those are pretty good for recognizing as a beginner. A lot of the patterns I trade aren't exactly these ones anymore because I have advanced into the point where I can start seeing patterns within the candle. So I trade a lot of micro patterns that are within the 1 minute candles. So like you see these wicks, that's a spot to buy right there. If you are getting an extreme sell-off and you're buying the panic and then selling the shorts covering. So a lot of the patterns I trade are a lot more micro. You can see me buying and selling within seconds compared to having to hold for a couple minutes to have your pattern work out. Lays, that's awesome. Um, Hopefully you're tracking your stats when you're doing your sim trading as well. So exporting your sim trades into TraderView and seeing which price ranges you're best at, which time of day you're best at. Are you good at trading pre-market? If so, keep doing it. If not, maybe wait till market opens. Stuff like that. Say no, you would not be able to copy my trades. The stream is delayed by I think 10 to 15 seconds. So even if you were copying my trades, you would be 10 to 15 seconds behind, so it wouldn't even really be the same trade that I'm taking. Um, and even if the stream was basically no delay, I still don't think you'd be able to copy my trade because it's it's just too fast. I'm trading within seconds. I'm getting in and out within seconds, and I just don't think that you'd get the same entry as me or the same exit, and it could not be profitable. Yeah, Ganesk, another record-breaking day today. We had some nice momentum on FFIE, continuation play from yesterday. So yesterday I got out of the markets right around 8:15 when FFIE was at like 80, 75 cents. And it ended up kept on going all the way up to 98 cents and 98.50. And so I saw that this morning it actually hadn't sold off. It hadn't gone down like this. It hadn't sold off like this. Instead, it was going flat pre-market. And so I was like, you know what? If we get some volume into this thing, which we did right at the beginning, we got some volume coming in. Big selling volume, but that big red to green. And we got that move through 105. Is my main income day trading? It's starting to become it. I haven't really gone out to do any door dashing since this month, so I'd like to say that this is starting to become my main income. I'm gonna be definitely withdrawing some money at the end of the month to pay for rent, which is the start of it becoming my main income. Um, Cryptic. I'm 16. I was going to start working a job and wanted to do day trading. How would I be able to do that since I'm not 16? And what are some beginner tips? You probably mean since you're not 18, because you have to be 18 to open an account. But some beginner tips. I think I already gave some beginner tips to Hase over here. If you want to rewind the stream a little bit. But yeah, if you really do want to day trade, and you're going to be getting a job to start funding that account, you can have your parents sign you up for a custodial account, which will basically allow you to trade, and they'll just have to sign off on the account that they're liable for any like major losses that you have, if you do have any. So because you're not 18, you can have a custodial account, which your parents it's basically in your parents' name until you turn 18, I believe. And then but you wouldn't want to be throwing any real money in um until you have a couple like at least probably like a year of experience. I started throwing real money in only with only a couple months of experience, and I lost, if we're being honest here, I lost like 15 grand. I think I lost 15 grand before I started going and becoming profitable. So I'm still digging out of the hole at this current moment, my education hole to the market. Um, but it took 2 years to dig that hole, and it's only taking a couple months to dig out of it. So if I had to go back, I would definitely stay in the simulator longer. That's definitely one thing I would have changed. But yeah, if you get your parents to give you a custodial account, sign you up for a custodial account with TD Ameritrade or something, and put $500 in the account, you can get a free simulator with real-time data using TD Ameritrade. I don't think so. I think it's the same thing as a custodial account, Cryptic. I think for the simulator you need to be 18. I think as long as you have a custodial account, you can use the simulator as long as you have $500 in the account. So maybe your first couple paychecks from your job, they can go into put that $500 uh, like deposit for your account, and then you can get that simulator with real-time data. You can get the simulator with delayed data, 15 minutes delayed, but that doesn't really do you any good. You can get the simulator with delayed data for free, but you're going to want to have that $500 account so that you can have the real-time data on the simulator. My God, 15K is a lot. Yeah, so Ganesk, I'll go into the story on another day when I actually talk about my actual like video where I talk about my path to profitability and the journey that I had to take. I'll go more into depth on how I lost that 15K. Ganesk, I'm not gonna do that unless, yeah, no. Nothing's really setting up. And let's see. BIAF. Yeah, I just don't feel like I want to risk it. I already lost 80 off the top, so I don't really want to continue going. I did say if I went back below 2K, I said I would stop there. So that's one thing is discipline. Discipline is huge in the stock market. Sergey, why did you abandon the Trade Zero platform? TOS is so much better. The reason I abandoned Trade Zero altogether was their platform. I don't think I have it anymore, but their platform, their software, and their servers. their servers were terrible. You'd log in to the platform and you'd be able to trade fine. But then sometimes, probably once every 2 weeks or once every week, there'd be like a little 3 minute outage where you wouldn't be able to place any orders and you wouldn't be able to sell any positions. And for like 3 minutes, and me being a trader who would get in and out within seconds, I'm getting in and I want to see something happen within the next 10 seconds. And if it's not, I want to be out. So holding for 3 minutes, that's no longer my strategy. That's a losing strategy for me. Um, because where I'm getting in is a high risk area. So if I'm having to hold through that, it's quite terrible. So I had multiple times where I'd get stuck in trades on trade zero, and what ended up happening is I'd call support and they'd say, hey, everyone else is having the same issue. It's not just you. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. We're just waiting for the servers to get back online. And in the meantime, it's like, and it was terrible customer support. They wouldn't refund you for the loss if you had a loss during that time. And then it was just a horrible experience, horrible experience. And so I withdrew my money from them and closed my account because I didn't want to go back ever again. And that's why I left Trade Zero. TD Ameritrade has yet to lock up on me. Never. I don't see any of the big traders using TD Ameritrade. There's Trading Farmer uses TD Ameritrade. Relentless Trader uses TD Ameritrade, and they're all having fine execution speeds and everything. It's all fine for them, and they're making quite a lot more money than me. Say, is $1,000 per month realistic? I wouldn't say it's realistic as a beginner. I think as a beginner, you're aiming to find a profitable strategy for you in the simulator, and then as you're honing in your statistics through a couple months of trading, probably like 6 months of trading in the simulator, 6 to 12 months. And guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. You're not gonna be getting rich overnight. You're gonna be taking at least a year to 2 years to make this work. So for the next 1 to 2 years, you would have to be um figuring out what your strategy is, testing it, finding the data, going through your data, seeing what you can improve on, recording your trades. So get a screen recorder, record your trades, go back, look at what you messed up on. What did you not see on the level 2? And after doing that for a couple of months, 6 to 12 months in the simulator, you would want to see um, if you do go live at that point, if you go into live trading at that point, you want to be starting with small size. Max you want to be making is 20 to 30 a day, and maybe you can hit 300 on the first month. Maybe. So you're saying, can you use TradingView? Are you talking about um this the stat tracking thing that I use? Or are you talking about the charting software online? So Hase, are you talking about the stats tracker that I use or the trading software? Because they're two different things. The charting software, I haven't used them. I'm pretty sure don't you have to pay for them? I'm not sure. I find TD Ameritrade's charting to be pretty nice though. It's very interactive and you can do a lot with it. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I'll say. Oh, you can't use TD Ameritrade in Europe. Okay. Um, there are definitely some options for brokers you can use in Europe, but it might be A little bit more pricey, I have to see. So I definitely think there's videos out on YouTube about I think if you just look up on YouTube like brokers to use with a European citizenship or something like that, you should be able to get a list of brokers that you can use. I don't know about that though. So I wouldn't know which brokers you could use. Cryptic, I would honestly hit macros and just profit at least 20 a day after I've already practiced enough. Or micros, hit micros. Okay. So Cryptic, are you looking into trading futures? Is that what you're talking about? The micros and minis of SPY? Wait just a second. Oh, Wahib, yeah. Yeah, interactive brokers for Europe could work, yeah. You might have to pay per commission, per trade commission, so I'm not sure. So one thing I want you guys avoiding is I want you avoiding commissions at all costs. Um, they are the killer of profits when you're beginning. So if you can find a free commission broker option, I would definitely go with that. As long as it's a regulated broker, like don't go to anything like sketchy. So as long as it's a regulated broker, definitely opt for the commission-free brokers if you have the option. If you don't have the option, then you're gonna have to adjust your strategy based on commissions. All right, have a nice night, Ganesk. Hopefully we have another great day. Yeah. Thanks for being here. All right, I'll give you guys two minutes for you guys to wrap up your questions. Then I'm gonna head out. Okie dokie. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and call it right there. If I missed your question, go ahead and leave a comment below on the VOD afterwards. This stream should upload as a video on the channel. You can just go ahead and comment on it. Leave a like. I'll be back tomorrow. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get notified when I go live in the morning. And take care, everybody. Have a great day. And I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we have some momentum. All right, peace out.